Hello. Okay, so I'm live. Okay, hi guys. It's me, James. It's March 29, 2020. It's current. I'm. We're now on week going into week three of our quarantine here in Metro Manila. Uh, and so it's day 15. Oops, sorry, it's shaking. I'm sorry I haven't been done any live streams. Got swamped with work from home, work that I'm doing right now for from home, and yeah, it's at least I still have a job at this point. Uh, hmm. So how you guys doing? It's a lovely Sunday outside here in the Philippines. We've got blue skies, white clouds, and yeah, apparently people have been saying that uh, there's 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 not a lot of smog covering the whole of the national capital region for the past couple of weeks now. Because everyone's in their homes, no one's driving their cars, so I guess that's a good thing. Hmm. But the one thing that people mistake as being clean of pollution is the bay. Manila Bay at around this time of the year is sporting a blue shade, and that's because of the algae forming in the water. It's not particularly clean, safe, and it's not advisable to swim there. But as usual, there will be people who's going to swim there because it's hot outside. It's already summer here. It's the dry. It's the heading into the peak of dry season here. So temperatures are about to go up in the coming weeks. So what's been happening? So right now, my sister and her daughter are staying with us, and has been staying with us uh, since Wednesday because of a medical emergency. They live from a, they live from a, they live uh, they actually live in another town next to where I'm at, but because uh, because of complications with checkpoints and whatnot, they opted to stay here. So to make it easier for them to go to a health center, that's found in my hometown. So yeah, it's been fun looking after my niece. I don't think you could hear her, but yeah, she's very active for a 1 year old, and and yeah, you would never get tired of looking after her. She's a really really wild one. On the other hand, it's because I'm 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 supposed to have work, so it's been difficult to do work while looking after a little tot. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so what's been happening outside? So I was able to get outside again. I accompanied my sister, my niece, and my dad to go to the health center to have my niece uh, looked up for her emergency. And afterwards, we were able to buy lunch from to buy takeout from a still open Jollibee fast food joint. But of course, the setup is that there's a there's a long line of tables separating that serves as a buffer, separating the cashiers and the service crew from the customers, and the customers have to observe social distancing, so we're about a meter apart from each other while forming a line. But not everyone's following the guidelines on that. At least after I've made my order and went to a table to wait for that order to be made and be handed over to me. So yeah, I'm a little panic on that. I'm a bit anxious when I'm hear someone, but usually that's a normal thing for me. And yeah, online class. I because every Saturday I have Spanish classes. I would usually go to the, to the main city to go where my class are being taught at. And yeah, it feels a little weird, but I think online doing online classes like this is uh, mm, very good. I've never been this productive over a Spanish class in a very long time. Although I would prefer being in a classroom being in a classroom with my classmates and my professor, but this will have to do for now. Um, so we're supposed to be on our last few weeks in the semester. So we're about just about done. What with class. Uh, and I've got to tell you, speaking Spanish, it's been a struggle, but once I'm in that zone, when I'm in this environment where I'm able to speak using what I have in my vocabulary, it gets easier over time. But I really need some practice. So, for example, ayer tuve una clase en el, tuve una clase de español con mis compañeros de clase y mi profesor, eh, pero necesita conectarse al internet, se conectar al internet para asistir una clase, una clase. I'm not sure if it's masculine or feminine. Ah, ah, pero la, pero la lección es fácil para entender y, y mi profesor ah, darme de wait, I forgot what the word for dar is means. 1 second. Spanish. Uh, okay. So I know it's dar. So mi profesor dio uh, uh, los dio las los ejercicios para ah, practicar sus habilidades a hablar español. Di, dio un pregunta para, para así un parte de la actividad o ejercicio y, y, llam, y llamo wait, habla. Que hablar. Okay. Y, y hablaría mis respuestas con mis compañeros como que como la pregunta cómo hiciste cómo cómo hice un día de cuarentena, what did I do uh, on a day of the quarantine. So yeah, that's basically it. And right now, I'm actually waiting for my dad to call us for lunch. He's preparing lunch, and it's almost 2. We usually have lunch at 12 noon because that's how we roll. But apparently, in other countries such as Spain, they usually have lunch at around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Because I've heard that the sun doesn't usually set until later at night, around 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Something along those lines. Ha ha ha. So I hope you guys are staying safe. Hopefully, if you're going out, do social distancing, and hopefully we would be able to flatten the curve and yeah, be able to defeat this virus and be able to live our lives in a very meaningful way after all of this is over. So this is it for me, guys. Muchas gracias. Hasta la próxima. Adios. Adios.